This is the new Isuzu MU-X LSE, and you're watching Car Guide Philippines. The new Isuzu MU-X has a lot of changes, whether it's small design cues to big quality of life changes. So we're here to give you a rundown of those changes. Starting off with the front fascia over here. It has a pretty significant overhaul because this time around, it is heavily inspired with jets, fighter jets to be in particular. So on the front over here, you have this titanium carbide finish for the front grille, and it's more aggressive than ever, giving that big macho look. And over here, we have a jet fighter inspired dynamic design LED headlight. And just the same, down here, we have a jet fighter inspired front bumper. One of the not-so-seen changes on the new Isuzu MU-X, but it makes a huge difference on the overall impact on the update, is the air curtains you can find over here. On the previous variant, this one's actually closed. So what happens is when the air goes through, it actually lessens the aerodynamics of the MU-X. This time around, since there's an air vent, an actual air vent over here, you can see I'm putting my hand, the air actually goes through here and comes out here again away from the wheel well, which means that the aerodynamics of the new Isuzu MU-X is improved, therefore giving you better fuel mileage and better NVH levels. If there's anything that's going to emphasize the premium level of the new Isuzu MU-X, it's going to be these 20-inch alloy wheels that are jet turbine inspired. The changes of the new Isuzu MU-X doesn't start at the front, it also extends here at the rear. And one of the biggest changes is the tailgate design. It's all new, which allows Isuzu to integrate a spoiler over here. So aside from the new badging over here, what I like about the new design is you get a combination tail lamp which extends from one end of the Isuzu MU-X to the other, which gives it a wider appearance without getting extra wide. And it just looks so classy. So for the interest of time, we're actually inside the LSE 4x2 variant. And the only difference between the 4x2 and the 4x4 is that the 4x4 has the four-wheel drive controls. So with that being said, let us discuss the interior of the LSE variant. Usually you go from left to right in Car Guide, but this time around, I want to go right to left for a very particular reason. Because Isuzu really listens to their customers. And one of the things that customers do mention is that the utility box over here on the right side in front of the passenger, it's barely used. So this time around, they actually deleted the utility box over here. But the plus side is, it has now a more premium looking design. The dashboard is more dimensional, it's cleaner looking, and with the soft touch over here, and the new design for the infotainment system over here. One of the biggest changes when it comes to quality of life in the Isuzu MU-X is the 7-inch electroluminescent multi-information display. Because unlike before, it's a small LCD screen, now you have this 7-inch information display that has everything that you need. And then when it comes to the finer details, aside from the delete of the utility box, you have a newly designed steering wheel. And here at the middle of the MU-X, we have a 10.1-inch infotainment system with wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. Below the infotainment system, you have the aircon system, which are toggle switches. I like very much. It really continues the jet theme of the Isuzu MU-X. Below that, you have the all-around view monitor. In conjunction with the around view monitor of the MU-X is that it also has a digital video recorder embedded in it. Unlike other cars wherein you're going to have to put an external dash cam, this one comes built in. Another thing I find cool with the 10.1-inch infotainment system here in the MU-X is it comes with adventure-centric dials over here. So you have the pitching, the compass, and the rolling, kind of like the classic off-road cars of yesteryears. So whether you get the 4x2 or 4x4 LSE, you get the advanced driver assist systems. And the ADAS uses the Generation 4 Smart Duo camera system with a defogger. So whatever weather condition you're facing against, it's going to make sure that there's no fog that will be developed on the windshield. It being a Generation 4 camera system, the biggest advantages that it has is, instead of the previous generation having a 40-degree view, the Generation 4, this all-new camera system, has 120 degrees worth of view, meaning that it sees a lot more on the road. And from 120 meters of detection, it now has 150 meters of detection on the daytime. One of the items of the ADAS is it comes with a rear cross traffic alert, but it also comes with a rear cross traffic braking, meaning that it will first alarm you that something's coming behind you, and if the car sees that it needs to stop to avoid collision, it will automatically brake for you. Another improvement the Isuzu MU-X has is its autonomous emergency braking, so it can detect objects better, from other cars to bicycles, motorcycles, and even pedestrians. Another improvement that the Isuzu MU-X has is the turn assist. So, unlike before, wherein you had to turn on the turn signal while turning in order for the turn assist to work, but now, even with the turn signal not turned on, it will automatically assist you while you're turning. And one of my personal favorites on the updates of the ADAS of the Isuzu MU-X is the park assist. So, unlike before where it was only the rear, now the Isuzu MU-X on the LSE variant has 4 sensors at the front and 4 sensors at the rear. I have to hand it off to the designers of the Isuzu MU-X. Is because most cars, when it comes to the detection, there's only one tone, whether it's the front or the back. But for the Isuzu MU-X, there's actually 2 different tones, and let's test it right now. Okay, so I am now engaging the front sensor. That's how it sounds like. So the front sensor is a low pitch, the rear sensor is a high pitch. The fact that by tone alone, you know the difference of whether the front or the rear is activating makes a huge difference on quality of life of driving around the city or if you're going off-road with the Isuzu MU-X. And those are the things that make you appreciate what the Isuzu designers and engineers do when they come with new facelifts like this. If you want to see this for yourself, you can actually check this out and even test drive in the upcoming MIAs. And if you missed that, don't worry, because they should be out on the nearest Isuzu dealership. And for more information, you can check the Isuzu website. And for all things about cars, you can check out our website at CarGuide.PH or stick around and subscribe to the YouTube channel.